There comes a moment in your life when everything stops making sense, when the plans you trusted collapse, when the people you believed in disappear, when the version of you that felt strong suddenly feels empty, and in that moment, it feels like life is not testing you. It feels like life is breaking you. But listen carefully. That moment is not your end. That moment is where your real life begins. Because what breaks you also reveals you. Most people don't talk about this part. The silent battles. The nights where you stare at the ceiling questioning everything. The pressure to keep going when your mind is tired. The weight of expectations. When you're already struggling to breathe. Life doesn't just hit you. Once it hits you repeatedly, failure after failure, disappointment after disappointment, until you start to doubt yourself, until you start to believe maybe you're not enough. Maybe this life isn't meant for you. Maybe you should just stop trying. There are days when you wake up with no energy, no motivation, no direction, just a heavy feeling in your chest that refuses to leave. And the worst part is, nobody sees it, nobody understands it. You smile outside, but inside, you're fighting a war. You can't explain, and slowly, without realizing, you start disconnecting from your dreams, from your purpose, from yourself. You begin to question your worth, comparing your life to others who seem ahead, who seem happier, who seem like they figured it all out, and it makes you feel behind, lost, stuck, like you're running in place while everyone else is moving forward, and that pain, that silent frustration, it eats you from the inside. But here is the truth. Nobody tells you, life doesn't break you to destroy you. Life breaks you to rebuild you, stronger, sharper, more aware, more disciplined. Because the version of you that existed before, the pain was not ready for the life you say you want. Pain is not punishment. Pain is preparation. Every struggle you go through is shaping your mind, testing your character, forcing you to grow beyond your comfort. Because comfort never builds strength. Comfort creates weakness, and life knows that. So it removes comfort from you when everything falls apart. It's not chaos, it's clarity. It's life stripping away distractions, fake relationships, weak habits, false identities. Everything that was holding you back, everything that was keeping you small. Life is forcing you to face yourself raw and unfiltered. And that is where most people run, because facing yourself is uncomfortable. It exposes your fears, your excuses, your patterns, your lack of discipline. And instead of confronting it, most people choose distraction, scrolling, blaming, complaining, escaping. And that is why they remain stuck. But you're different. You're still here, still searching, still trying to understand. And that means something. That means there is something inside you that refuses to give up even when everything feels heavy. So what do you do when life breaks you? You don't run, you don't hide, you don't quit. You rebuild step by step, day by day, decision by decision. First, you accept reality. No more denial, no more excuses, no more waiting for things to magically change. You face your situation exactly as it is, because acceptance is the beginning of control. Second, you take responsibility. Not blame, responsibility. You stop pointing fingers at life, at people, at circumstances, and you ask yourself, what can I control right now? Even if it's small. Even if it's just getting out of bed. Starting small builds momentum. Third, you build discipline, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Discipline is waking up when you don't feel like it, working when you don't feel like it, continuing when everything in you wants to stop. Discipline is what carries you when emotions fail. Fourth, you control your environment, because your environment shapes your mindset. Reduce distractions, reduce noise, reduce anything that weakens your focus, protect your energy, like your life depends on it, because it does. Fifth, you focus on progress, not perfection. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to move forward, one step, one action, one improvement at a time. Small, consistent actions create massive change over time. Sixth, you rebuild your identity. Stop seeing yourself as broken. Start seeing yourself as someone in transformation. Someone being refined by pressure. Someone becoming stronger through struggle. Your identity determines your actions, and your actions determine your life. Understand this. The pain you feel right now, it's temporary, but the strength you build from it, that lasts forever. One day, you will look back at this moment and realize this was the turning point. This was the moment everything changed. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. You don't need people to believe in you. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everything to make sense. All you need is the decision to keep going, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because life doesn't reward the strongest. It rewards the most consistent, the ones who show up again and again, even when they're tired, even when they're doubting themselves, even when they feel broken. So if life has broken you, good, because now you have two choices: stay broken or rebuild yourself into someone unstoppable, someone disciplined, someone focused, someone who doesn't rely on motivation but moves with purpose. This is your moment not to quit, but to rise, not to complain, but to act, not to wait, but to move. Because the life you want is not coming to save you. You have to build it. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. One action, one decision, one step forward. That is how everything changes. What is one thing in your life right now that you know you need to change, but you've been avoiding? What is one habit that is silently destroying your progress? What would your life look like if you stopped making excuses today? Who do you need to become to reach the life you want? Are you ready to rebuild yourself, or will you stay the same?